I'll tell you the quick story, man. I once did a fix and flip where I made a total profit of $800, 800 total dollars in profit after 5 months. And I had to split that with somebody, as a matter of fact. And so I was super just stressed out. I'm like, there's got to be a different way. And so I reached out to some people that I knew that were doing new construction, and nobody wanted to teach me.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. And y'all know what I'm going to say. I'm excited to be here. I have another fantastic guest. And this guy, you listen, he used to do fix and flip, but in his own words, right, he does new construction from the ground up. And for him, that has been an incredible mind-changing experience. And I love mind-shifting things. Like, I think that's something that our guests offer to different people when they come on, is that they can help people sometimes shift their mindset around what they've been thinking, what they've been stuck in. And so I'm glad for him to talk about his success. I love the way he thinks. I love his perspective already. And so I'm really looking forward to getting into the nuances with him. And so I want to introduce you guys to Mr. Juan Cristales. Mr. Juan, how did I do with that last name? Cristales, did I hit it? How did I
That
do?
was awesome, man. That was good. Thank you. I
Awesome,
appreciate
man.
it.
Absolutely. Listen, sir, I'm so glad you're here. I'm looking forward to a fantastic episode. And so I'll be honest, I want to dive right in. I want you to tell people what your main focus is these days. If you would give us maybe a little bit of an origin story of how you got into what you're doing now, we love the hero's journey. And if you want to tell us what market you're in as well, man. And so what you're doing, origin story, and then tell us those markets, man. So, Mr. One, you got the floor, sir.
Hey, man, I really appreciate you having me on, man. Thank you so much. This is so awesome and exciting for me. Man, I'll tell you, I started off in real estate investing like almost everyone does, right? You go to a weekend seminar and people are trying to show you. And again, the mind shift, right? When I realized that single family rentals or just rental real estate was the way people create wealth, I was all in on that, right? And so I jumped right in and I did what everybody was teaching, which is, buy yourself a single family home, fix it up, try to gain a little bit of equity, and then turn it into rentals, right? So slowly, one at a time, here and there, I was doing this over and over again. The challenge was that, I got my teeth kicked in a few times with some fix and flips. And the reason is that, as detail oriented as you can be when it comes to an inspection or something like that for a single family home, there's always going to be some sort of a weird gotcha. Whether it's plumbing underground. I've done houses where I've had entire bee colonies inside of the walls that we didn't catch until after the fact when we started doing some work on it. I mean, there's always been something, right? We see a little bit of termite damage that turns into like massive termite damage. So, surviving those, situations where I've got my teeth kicked in, I just realized, man, there's got to be a different way because, I'll tell you the quick story, man. I once did a fix and flip where I made a total profit of $800, 800 total dollars in profit after 5 months. And I had to split that with somebody, as a matter of fact. And so I was super just stressed out. And I'm like, there's got to be a different way. And so I reached out to some people that I knew that were doing new construction, and nobody wanted to teach me. I didn't understand why. I was willing to pay people to teach me new construction, how to do ground up. And so, unfortunately, I had to learn that as well, a little bit by trial and error. And so, I've been doing ground up new construction for about 5 years now. In October of 2025, we went over 5 years. And that's really all I've been focusing on here in the Houston market.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Love it, man. Love it. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for the story. I love, again, like when you talked about, mindset shift. I love how thank you for the gift of your vulnerability, right? $1,800 and had to split that. I was with you when you said 1,800. I was like, okay, that's good. Then you said you had to split. And I was like, okay, I know that was a little, a little shot
Yeah.
to the gut.
Yeah.
But listen, I just had somebody on that was only making about a $50 profit after they turned things around too. So you still sitting in a good spot, but I still understand that's not what she was expecting, right? And so I loved how you talked about mindset shift and mindset changing, because I want to ask you this question about strategies. And I would love for you to answer it two ways. I would love to know some business strategies, core business strategies that you identified that that helps you. But I would also love to know some personal strategies that you have identified over the years that help you. And I know some people, it's gym, cold plunge, meditation, whatever it may be. But what for you on a personal strategy helps you stay focused? And then what helps you from a business strategy helps your businesses as well?
Man, so from a personal strategy, man, I have 4 sons. And my father, worked a lot of hours, and it was very difficult. We didn't really get to spend a lot of time with my dad. And so from a personal strategy, one of the things that was really a mindset shift for me was when it was soccer season. I remember one time, my wife asked me, she's like, "Hey, are you going to coach soccer this year?" And I was so just like stressed out. I'm like, we got into a fight. We got into a big riff about it. And then later on, you know how when you get into a fight, like afterwards, you're like evaluating the conversation.
Yes,
You're like,
sir.
maybe it should have been a little bit different. Why did I go off the handle? Afterwards, I thought about that, and I'm like, you know what, man? I need to make this such a high priority in my life that no
Mm,
matter what I have going on in my world, coaching my kids' soccer teams, because I have 4 kids, coaching all of their soccer teams should be at the absolute top of my priority. And you know what I realized, man? That whenever I am on the soccer field, my phone is nowhere near me. I can't run around with my phone on my hip, right? I can't run around with like an earpiece in. I can't do any of that. So it's all on the side, and I am focused completely on them, the little team that we have. We're playing 5-on-5 soccer. It's 45 to 50 minutes. And then we go on to the next team. But man, it has been something that's been really, really helpful to me to just really balance everything out, because I have to have that ability to be able to do that.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I'm glad you brought your wife again. Thank you for the gift of your vulnerability, man. I ask these questions, but people don't have to be as vulnerable as they are. So I thank you. You mentioned your wife. It made me think about me and my wife. I used to get so angry when she would bring something up that made total sense, right? And I would get so angry. And she would ask me, not ask me, she would say, Quentin, she said, anger is a secondary emotion. What are you really feeling? I'm like, oh God. Oh goodness. So that really made me take inventory. Okay, well, why am I angry? Like, what is it that I'm really feeling? Am I really feeling fear? Am I feeling inadequacy? Am I feeling lack of confidence, right? And so that got me down to it. And then she always would say, your presence is a presence. Your presence is a present. And so when I hear about you putting your family and your kids, their soccer first, it lets me know that you realize that your presence is a present in itself to your kids. And so I love answering that question. I thank you for the gift of your vulnerability, because as we build success in business, there has to be core personal strategies that keep us grounded, that tell us why we do what we do. Because when you know who you are, you know what to do. And when you know who you are, you build your systems based on what really matters. And so I appreciate you sharing that. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Absolutely. So listen, let me ask you this. As you was building, have you faced any adversity? I know sometimes, we get to success, but there's the journey to get to success. So as you was building, have you faced any adversity, or has this been smooth sailing for you?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
No, man. I mean, definitely not smooth sailing, but I think that some of the adversity that I've really faced, has been really around, so there's always a challenge, right? In what we do, we build to rent is you either have more opportunity than you have resources, or you find yourself in a situation where you have more resources than opportunity. And so really walking that balance of like where you're gonna, like what else you got going on, it's just a little bit of a challenge, because whether it's your lenders calling you, it's like, hey man, we need some more deals to invest in, or you're biting off more than you can chew and your resource capacity is down here and you're trying to find more private lenders or more capital to invest in your deals or whatnot. Like that stressor to make it bounce back around is can be a little bit challenging. And so like I've committed to buying certain things or buying lots and stuff like that, and then we have to just figure out how to raise the capital later. Those types of things I think are 100% normal. I used to think that it shouldn't have to be like that, but the more I do this, now that I've been doing it for about 10 years, I really feel like that's just kind of standard practice, and we have to just back and forth on that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that. I appreciate you saying that. Appreciate you showing that, the different, like there's going to be a flip. There's going to be like these different balancing acts and shifting that's going on. And um, within that shifting, let me ask you, what have you focused on now? Like, what are you focused on? Scaling next, solving next? Like, what's the next real goal for you?
Man, the next real big goal for me, I think, mostly because I had to teach myself how to do new construction, is showing other people, man. I think that if I was able to kind of teach it to myself. And, I have the heart of a teacher, to be honest with you, man. I really do. I want to make things very, very basic for people so it's not overwhelming and complicated. And so basically, that's really what I've been trying to do is, people who want to get out of the rat race it feels like to doing fix and flips and just, doing
Mm,
something a little bit more, in my opinion, it's just more predictable, right? When we do a new construction budget, I mean, we're building for a specific price per square foot. Now, we might be $1 or $2 above or below, maybe even $5 above or below, but that is nothing in comparison to some of the crazy stuff that I had to do in the fix and flip world, right? And so
yeah.
the new construction process is a lot more predictable. And that's why I feel like I'm on a journey to try to show people like there's just so much more predictability in new construction. Just do that, get good at that. And then your real estate business is going to flourish because you have more opportunity because you're doing something that's more predictable. Whereas before, I was doing a lot of stuff where it's like I'm buying a fix and flip and I was like, man, I hope I make money on this deal because I really need it, right? So
Hmm.
that's really one of the challenges that I think that I'm really looking forward to solving or helping solve or whatnot. Is just showing people that new construction, man, is you can learn it. It's a skill that's going to pay you for the rest of your life.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Absolutely. So obviously, you want to teach people, you want to connect with people. So I want to talk a little bit about relationships. And I want to get your viewpoint on building relationships. Is building relationships in business important? Has it affected you in a positive way? Like, what's your perspective when it comes to building relationships?
Man, so I'm really fortunate, man. I've raised over $10 million in private capital for all my real estate deals. And I tell people all of the time that it is 100% relationships. If you're not good at building relationships or you take relationships for granted, you're not going to have as much success as you would be able to if you were a little bit more intentional about it. I just sent out handwritten Christmas cards with my picture and my family and Christmas, like 250 of these, all right, to my private lenders, to other people in the business, whether they're, mortgage lenders, whatever they may be in the real estate industry, or just people that I know, just to keep growing that network. And every year, we keep expanding that list. And my goal is to continue to grow it because I realize how valuable relationships are. People want to do business with people. And so as cool and great as it may be, right, to like, be, a major player in the business. I think that at the end of the day, man, I think people, if they know you, they like you, they're going to want to do business with you, whether it's just a referral or, use you for your education platform, whatever it is that they want to do, man. I think that's really how you truly build a business.
You was vulnerable. I'll put a vulnerable moment out there. Just when you just don't know, some things you just don't know, right? You just don't. Your mindset has to change, right? So I was a mailman at one point, a letter carrier for 14 years. Walked 24,000 steps a day, right? Yeah, 24,000 steps a day. I think the average is out to 144,000 steps a week because I used to work 6 days a week. And so some of my customers would write me handwritten letters like around Christmas time, right? And I used to get frustrated when there was no money in the letters, but it was just a handwritten letter, right? Like, I'm doing all this work. Y'all could just be giving me money, whatever. It wasn't until when I got married, my wife was like, no, we need to respond to people. I think we need to write some handwritten letters, right? It wasn't until I actually had to sit down, be intentional about the words that I said, be intentional about handwriting it out, that I realized how much of a handwritten letter, how much of a gift in that self that it is. So to hear you, 250 people, you writing down handwritten letters with pictures, to me, having that experience lets me know that you value relationships. Is that is you want to put that personal touch. Is that it's coming from the heart. It's coming from a place of appreciation, coming from a place of wanting to grow authentic relationships. That you would sit down, take time out, and write handwritten letters. And so, I had to share my embarrassing moment because Lord, was I young and naive back then? But just I just wanted to highlight just how
Yeah.
important I can see that you take relationships. And so, listen, Mr. Juan, is there anything that we need to talk about that we have not talked about? Is there any kind of other words of education, motivation, inspiration that you want to leave? Like anything that you can think our listeners would benefit from?
Yeah, I really genuinely think that 2026 is being positioned to be an absolutely amazing year for real estate investing, regardless of whatever type of investing you do. I'm not here to pitch you on mine or sell you on mine, but I really genuinely think that 2026 is going to be a really good year. And it starts now, right? It's December. And I think that anyone who's interested in doing it really needs to take massive action. Otherwise, in 2027, 2028, things potentially could shift. No one has a crystal ball to know, but all indicators right now are really showing that this coming up year is going to be a fantastic year.
Yep. You said it. I believe it, and I hope people grab a hold to it. And I love how you said take massive action. Now is the time, especially if you feeling and you know it, go after it. Now is the time to go after. Put these systems in place to have the foundation, so when you go after it, everything runs the way it needs to go. And really be like Mr. Juan, be curious, right? Be curious, because him being curious, seeking out new instructions, construction, seeing how it could change the trajectory of his life, it has hit home for him. And so, Mr. Juan, sir, thank you, man. Thank you so much, one, for your time, because time is absolutely valuable. We don't get time, we don't get more time back, right? We're trying to find ways to create the time that we have to use it at the optimal, level. So I thank you for your time. Definitely thank you for your story. Definitely thank you for your story. Story is phenomenal. And also thank you for your perspective. Thank you for the way that you think. I think you've added just enough nuggets here that somebody can have a mindset shift. And so I really appreciate you being here today. If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, what's the best way for them to reach out to you, sir?
Quentin, again, dude, thank you so much for putting this together for me, man, or for us. I mean, for you and everything, but it's really, really good. I like it. I like the format of it. I was a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you at first, man, but I'm like, nah, that's cool. This guy's awesome, man. He's easy to
Yeah.
talk to, easy to engage with. So I was like, man,
Wow.
this is good. It's gonna be awesome.
Appreciate
But yeah,
that.
man, if people want to find me, they can go to duplex build to the number two rent.com, duplex build to rent.com. I have a small school community right now that we're just building up, and these are just people that are interested in learning more about how to do new construction. Specifically, we're building duplexes. Again, everything's free in there. A lot of free resources, PDFs, Excel spreadsheets, videos of me teaching you how new construction works, how the numbers work, all that kind of stuff. So that's basically where people can reach me.
Well, listen, sir, again, man, thank you so much for being here. This was absolutely phenomenal. So I can't thank you enough. Thank you, sir. You can't tell me you did not get the value from Mr. Juan. So I definitely need you to check him out, but I definitely need you to make sure you are subscribed. That way you can come back in when we continue to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Juan. So, sir, thank you so much. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.